I asked you guys on Twitter yesterday to tweet me your pros and cons for the LOWRIDER DLC, and in this video, I'm going to be going through what you guys have to say in addition to what my thoughts are. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's get into the video. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through my pros and cons, and then I'll put all your tweets that you guys sent me on the screen. By the way, if you want to be in videos like this, definitely just go follow me on Twitter, because that's where I ask you guys the questions, and that's how you can be featured in future videos like this. Anyway, first off, I just want to say I actually enjoy this DLC. This is honestly one of the best, if not the best DLC that Rockstar's put out. So when I get to the cons part especially, just know that I still like the DLC, even though there are some things wrong with it. Anyway, the pros. 1, obviously the cars and the customization. That's huge. I love it. Would I maybe have wished there was a little bit more difference between the cars? Probably, but for what it is, I really am enjoying it, and I hope they continue this through the next couple of DLCs. Number 2, the missions. Now, granted, I will say I haven't actually played through most of the missions, but from what many people are telling me, the missions are really cool because there's actually some part of a story there. Now, the missions themselves, I think it's similar to like some of the other missions that are in the game, but the story part, the cutscenes with Lamar, they're really well made, they're really well written, and many people seem to be enjoying that aspect. So hopefully, again, in future DLCs, we'll see some more missions, some more stuff like that. This one's a no-brainer. The hydraulics, like, that's something that people have been asking for forever, and now that they're in the game, unfortunately, they are only on the 6 select cars, so that's kind of a downside, but for the most part, hydraulics are awesome. A 4th garage. This obviously needed to come if they wanted to sell shark cards, because people were not going to give up their other cars to buy these new ones, I don't think, or at least many of their other cars. So the 4th garage, now we have 10 more spots, and I'm sure in 2 more DLCs, people will be asking for a 5th garage, and it'll probably come out. So that definitely helps us who like to collect cars and, you know, make really awesome ones. Another pro are the little features that they just added to the game, like the interaction menu where you can buy ammo. That's really big, so you don't need to waste your time going all the way to the store. Another one, obviously the vehicle remote. That's so cool, like especially for car shows. Opening up your doors, turning your engine on when you're outside of your car, blasting the music. That's stuff that, you know, maybe should have been in the game from the start, but it's really cool now that it's in. And then finally, my last pro, at least that I can think of right now, is that modded colors are somewhat back. Now, like I said, I think in Touch Up Tuesday, you still cannot put like a crew color on a matte texture or a metal, but you can put pearlescence on crew colors, which definitely will allow you guys on the Xbox One and the PS4 to make some pretty cool colors for your cars. So those are the pros. I'm sure, like I said, I'm missing some. Obviously, if you guys want to, in the comment section, leave me your pros and cons and what you think. Now, getting into the cons. The one big one, as you're going to see when I go through the tweets, that pretty much everybody says, the price. The price is a con. Now, the question is, and I actually want to bring this up to you guys because I just want to hear what you have to say. So I'm just going to state facts here. There is a reason why the prices are so high. It doesn't make sense in like the, I guess, real life world. Like a lowrider should not cost the same, especially when you have to upgrade and everything, as a supercar. But the reason the price is so high is so Rockstar could sell shark cards. GTA Online is a separate entity from GTA 5, and even though they made a ton of money from GTA 5, they need money to keep GTA Online going. That's just how a business works. That's what they need to do. And the question that I want to ask you guys is, would you rather these DLCs be, let's just say $10? And now granted, most DLCs probably would be $20, $15 maybe, but let's just say $10. $10 is a pretty low number, but you get a good amount of stuff. Would you rather pay $10 for every DLC and have them either be free or, you know, pretty much free where they're really, really inexpensive? Or would you rather what they're doing now where it's free to download and to get, but you actually have to have the money in game? Obviously, within that, there's pros and cons to each side, but that's what it ultimately comes down to. Rockstar need to make money, and would you rather them just keep it free like it is, where you actually have to play the game to get the money to buy the cars, or would you just rather pay $10 straight up for everything, or $15, whatever the case would be if that were to happen, straight up just for all the stuff in that DLC? I mean, I don't think Rockstar's ever going to change the way they're doing it now, but I just wanted to ask you guys to see what you would rather do. Because honestly, the only way these prices for the cars and everything in future DLCs would go down is if they charged you to buy the actual DLC. Getting back into the cons, though, another con that I think And this is probably not that much of a worry, I guess, because I do think there's going to be a part 2, but I just feel like this one was limited. Like, they held stuff back. Obviously, there's a ton more lowrider cars that they could have added, and why not let hydraulics be on every car? I know it's stupid, but it's GTA. It's where we just go and do stupid things and have fun. You know, why restrict people? I will never know that, but that's just something that I think was a con. Another thing that I'm not entirely sure what it is, but they actually removed double clutching. I know there's a community out there that use this a lot in races, especially. I think it makes you go a little bit faster if you do it correctly. If anybody wants to explain exactly what it is, let me know in the comment section. But I definitely sympathize with you guys, just because something like this obviously has happened to me. You know, I love doing modded colors way back in the day, and they're still sort of there today, but for the longest time they were gone. And it sucks when Rockstar either accidentally or intentionally patches these things that we do. In addition, obviously, every freaking patch, there's all the clothing glitches that I use and that a lot of people use to make really cool outfits, they get patched and we have to wait for new ones. So I understand where you guys are coming from. Hopefully everything gets fixed and hopefully everything goes back to normal, but it's Rockstar, who knows. And then finally, the last con that I'm going to get into before I get into you guys' tweets is buying ammo in the interaction menu. I said this was one of my pros, but it's also one of my cons, simply because, yes, it makes things more convenient, but it also allows people to get unlimited sticky bombs, more or less. And if anybody plays GTA Online in free mode lobbies, you would know there's always that guy going around in the Insurgent or whatever the case may be, throwing sticky bombs and blowing everybody up. And the fact that he can literally just buy the sticky bombs from his inventory, not leaving the car, that obviously sucks. Those were my pros and cons. Let me know what yours are in the comment section. Quickly getting into your guys' tweets. So the first one, con. You can't get the clean voodoo without paying $450,000. I want it without hydraulics. Yeah, that definitely sucks. I mean, that's a lot of money, obviously, and especially since people were wanting the clean voodoo for a long time now. Now that you're behind like a $420,000, I think, paywall. Yeah, that definitely is awful. Next tweet. Pros, awesome paint jobs. Cons, $450 for hydraulics. Well, I think it's actually $250, but still, I get your point. It's a ton of money. Very expensive if you think about it. Only con so far. So he's liking it for the most part, apart from the money aspect, which I think a lot of people are doing. Best DLC they have done, although very expensive. Still, a police DLC would be better. I agree with that most probably if they do it correctly, but thank you for the tweet. Almighty Gamer, I think new customization should have been unlocked with doing Lamar missions instead of just doing that talk with them. So he kind of wanted people to progress through the missions to unlock it. In a perfect world, I agree with you. However, we all know, especially with heists, locking 4 random people or even friends into a lobby and you have to complete it without lagging out, Jesus, that's never going to work in the way GTA Online is right now. So I think they had to just do what they did so people wouldn't complain. And thankfully they did, because if you watch my live stream, the first freaking minute that me and my friends played in it, somebody lagged out and the mission was canceled. Next tweet. Pros. New content is always fun. Con. It's really expensive and my heavy sniper isn't a one-shot kill anymore. Yeah, they actually nerf weapons if you didn't know that. This is a new one. Cons. I don't have my Xbox because my parents took it away. R.I.P. That sucks for you, man. I hope you get it back. Next one. The only con is the price of modifying lowriders. Paying over $1 million for parts for a car worth less than $50K is crazy. Again, it is crazy, but they needed to make money, so, you know, there's really nothing we can do, honestly. There really is nothing we can do. Next one, pros. Awesome cars, customization, hydraulics, and you can operate the car, doors, engine, clothes, and tats. And the cons, D-bags and supercars blowing everyone up in lowriders. Yeah, that's happened to me a few times. Everybody's having fun in a free mode lobby, just random people bouncing their cars and everything. And there's one guy that just comes in and blows everybody up. Yep, that's GTA for you. Next one, that most of the liveries look the same and not enough details. He still likes it though. Kind of agree. I wish there was more. Like I said, it's kind of limited, but maybe in a part 2 we'll see some more. I think it's an awesome update with all the customization and all, but I feel like in a few weeks we will all be bored again. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I mean, there's a ton of games coming out anyway, so, you know, people weren't going to be playing GTA during those, I don't think, anyway, but I get what you're saying. Pros, it brings back the GTA San Andreas feeling. Lowriders are cool. Cons, $450,000 to be able to customize a car is too much. Another one, pros, great cars, nice clothes, Cons, the cost is too much. I had to spend 1.5 million on one car. Yeah, that's definitely a lot. Second to last one, Lowrider's damaged easily by curbs and bouncing with the hydraulics, much like San Andreas now, cost too much. So yeah, honestly, I mean, that's to be expected though. When you have your car all the way down, you're going to hit the curbs. I mean, that sucks, but hey, we'll just have to figure it out. And actually, I was wrong. That was the last one. Thank you guys for watching. I know this has been kind of a long video, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This was sort of my review, I guess, on this DLC. Anyway, drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And as always, see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.